Hi, Alexa Carroll here with the writer-producer of Mabel's Dressing Room, Rudy Cecera. Rudy, we know the name of the film is Mabel's Dressing Room, but who exactly is Mabel?
Well, Mabel Normand, in my opinion, was the most underrated person in show business. Okay. She started out as a artist model at the turn of the century. She was one of Coca-Cola's first spokesmodels. And someone told her, you have great, big, beautiful brown eyes. You should be in movies. So she went to Biograph Studios, and which was then run by D.W. Griffith. And when she was there, she met a young actor named Max Sennett, who said, I want to direct my own films, and I think you're funny. I'm going to put you in my films. And she said, okay. And he started directing her in his films, and they became hugely successful. And they started Keystone Studios and moved out to California. And while they were there, several other famous comedians who weren't famous at the time paraded through. One of them was Roscoe Arbuckle, later known as Fatty Arbuckle, and he came from theater. And he knew nothing about film, and Max Sennett didn't like him, and Mabel Normand said, let me work with him, I'll make you like him. And she did. And then he went on to bigger and better things. And then another vaudeville actor came by, a music hall dancer from England named Charlie Chaplin, and Max Sennett didn't like him, and Mabel said, let me work with him. I could, I think this guy's got something. I think I could harness something out of this guy, and she certainly did. And he was only with Keystone for a year, and then he left. He came to Keystone as an unknown extra, and he left as a legend. And the only person he really worked with in that time was Mabel, so who helped him?
Unbelievable, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, look at all the people that she's influenced. Max Sennett, Fatty Arbuckle, Charlie Chaplin, and yet nobody knows her. So I thought that, you know, her story needed to be told.
Do you feel that because no one is aware of her, that there is no interest in the film, or did you not care?
I think there will be interest in the film because people hadn't heard of her. I think people will say to themselves, how did I not hear about this woman? I want to know more. And the way to do that is to link her to some of the things I just mentioned. If you link her to somebody that everyone has heard of and work backwards, people will accept it. And we actually do have a very interesting twist ending that people will, everybody
An aha moment.
Yeah, everyone will get.
And what was the hardest part about making such a film?
Finding the location.
Okay.
Bar none, finding the location. It's called Mabel's Dressing Room, so we needed Mabel's dressing room. And to find a room that looks like it's 1914 isn't easy in 2014. 2013. And you know, we have to worry about air conditioners and heating vents and modern day windows and street noises, and to find the perfect room and the perfect location took about a year. And you know, so we finally found it, and we also had to recreate the Keystone lot.
Right.
As you know, because you were one of the extras that helped recreate it.
In my opinion, it was wonderful. Do you feel like you really accomplished the look?
I think we hit it. I think we hit it between the costumes
the cars,
and the location. Yeah, I think
on point.
It looked very much like what Keystone would have looked like.
And where do you feel you're going with this film, and what do you want to fully accomplish? I know you really want to get the message out about Mabel, but is there anything else you want to really give the audience?
Well, I want people to know who Mabel was.
Right.
You know, I'm hoping people will, you know, find her as interesting as I do after they see this. But what I'm really hoping is that with good exposure at festivals and screenings, that people will want to know more about her, and that will lead to a feature-length screenplay, which I've written. I would like that to get produced. And with a feature-length movie about Mabel, you know, then she'll be as popular as Max Sennett and Fatty Arbuckle and Charlie Chaplin, and she'll get her due in the world of film and comedy.
Exactly. And it's exactly a comedy, so it's not just the history on it. It's not something boring. It's something exciting.
Well, this is a comedy.
Get involved in, right?
Yeah, this is a knockdown, drag-out comedy.
Okay.
And much like a lot of Mabel's silent films.
Perfect.
And again, it's kind of a blueprint as to who Mabel was, and hopefully people will want to know more.
Well, thank you. I'm here with Rudy Cecera of Mabel's Dressing Room.